KRS-ONE, don't let the label label you.
That's the sound of the beast.
Look at me. The show is great. If you don't look like this after a show, you didn't do one. I feel great. Hip hop is the fountain of youth. That is the bottom line. The fountain of youth is hip hop. We're the survivors of those who studied hip hop from a cultural point of view and survived. What we were protesting and organizing for was for hip hop to be established in the world, not in the mainstream. We knew it was going to be in the mainstream. It goes up and down the mainstream according to the sales. But for the world to understand that real hip hop is breaking, MCing, graffiti art, DJing, beatboxing, fashion, language, knowledge, entrepreneur skills. How do you live the culture? Most of the world knows now. Most people who listen to hip hop, they know the difference. Imagine, regular people know the difference between Wu-Tang and say Dead Prez, or Dead Prez and say Run DMC. When we were coming up, you just said, oh, they just rappers. The world would just go, oh, they just rappers. They didn't know the difference between Jam Master Jay or DJ Revolution, or they're just all DJs. Now we grew up in a time where now people know the difference. They're more literate of hip hop. You know, my record, Sound of the Police, back in 1995, it was just a cool record. Now it's a worldwide anthem. You look at people like Immortal Technique, who really is remaining an underground artist. I don't know if he'll ever be mainstream, but he is. More people know about Immortal Technique, Dead Prez, Talib Kweli, go on and on. Even, people know about these groups now, and this is what we was fighting for. This is what we wanted. We wanted our own space, that we don't have to go to MTV, we don't have to go to BET, we don't have to be on the mainstream radio to represent hip hop. Make some noise! I was just at the Vatican, and at the Vatican, it was amazing to me that when I walked in to the Vatican Museum, there are armed guards there with guns at the Vatican Museum. The people are herded through. Imagine, when I was in Miami, before I came to Europe, I was in Miami. Before that, I was in Orlando. We went to Disney World. I felt the same way at Disney World that I felt at the Vatican. People out there hustling, they herding you across. Jesus started to look like Mickey Mouse. The Vatican is running themselves like Disney World. So many thousands of people there. The nuns are walking past you. The priests are walking past you. Nobody's walking up to you and saying, brother, get over here. Let me pray on you. In 10 minutes, there'll be group prayer. Let's read out this Bible right now. All of y'all walking around the Vatican, let's read the Bible every 15 minutes. Let's have something go down. None of that. And I was ashamed. You know what I'm saying? I'm a child of God, man. I don't know what everybody else into. But when I walk into the house of God, I want to feel peace. I want to feel love. I want to feel knowledge. I didn't feel none of that at the Vatican. None of it. And nobody that was there felt that either. It was a tourist attraction, and at the end they wanted you to buy something. I mention all this, no disrespect to the Vatican, I'm just speaking the truth. But hip hop is the new Vatican right now. This is why we started the Temple of Hip Hop, because there is knowledge that urban people need, spiritual knowledge that's still in the world, but urban people need it. Urban people need to know that God is not a man in the sky. They'll say that, oh, we know God is not a man in the sky, but you don't really believe that. You really don't believe that God is in your heart, because if you did, you wouldn't be looking at the next man the way you're looking at him. We don't really have a robust spirituality, and I think it really needs to come back. You know, spirituality hasn't gone anywhere. It hasn't gone anywhere. People have just allowed themselves to be labeled by corporations.
Are you really for peace and equality? Or when my car's hooked up, you know you want to follow me.
Don't let the label you. And this is the truth. People say, I'm a Christian. That's a label. Now you allow, I'm a Christian. What is that really? What is that? What do you mean when you say that? I'm a Jew. I'm a Muslim. Muslim? What does that mean to you? What is that? Is it just a label? Even the clothing you put on, is that just a label? What's the difference if a woman is dressed in a burqa from head to toe, but her mind is still thinking lust and sleeping with 6 and 7 guys? Don't front on me. You already know, I know the deal. What's the sense of being Christian and walking around with your nose up in the air and the man is hungry on the block, you ain't got nothing for him? What's the sense of being Jewish and you don't follow the law? Because you labeled yourself something, and now the label has labeled you. You don't give the label nothing. I'm Christian. Why? Because I represent Christ. What is Christ? Love. Love. That's it. That's all Christ says. If you my disciple, you showing love. You're going to know my people by the love. What did Moses say? You're going to know my people because they follow the law. What did Krishna say? You're going to know my people because they seeking knowledge. They getting past the senses and moving past the flesh. What did Buddha say? Follow the middle way. Don't be too much over here and too much over there. Balance. Justice. Who the hell is following this? Only hip hop has the authority even to announce to the world a new spiritual thought. Only hip hop has this authority. And the reason being is because all other religions have blood on their hand. All of them. No disrespect to nobody, we're just talking truth. In the 80s, they said that baseball cap that you're wearing right now, oh, you ain't gonna get a job doing that. Oh, you'll never be respected with that baseball cap on. Oh, you got it tilted to the side. Oh, you're never gonna get, this is what we were told in the 80s. What did we do? We didn't let them label us. We put the baseball cap on backwards. We ripped our jeans. We started wearing baggy clothes. We made the label. The label never made us. We used to wear Timberlands, or some still do. Timberlands. Timberland, the company, tried to front and say that hip hop ain't had nothing to do with their $1 billion sales. But we know that Timberland, the boot, was at one time just a regular work boot. You used to put Timberlands on, you used to put them on and want them to get messed up because you was a construction worker. Hip hop took that and turned mentality. We just took it and started to perceive it as something else, and the value of it went up. So if you could stop being labeled by these corporations and start labeling the corporation, they have to work toward you. This is where hip hop is blessed by God, because governments don't run the world no more. The state doesn't run the world anymore. Corporations run the world. And you know who runs corporations? Hip hop.
Your laws are minimal, cause you won't even think about looking at the real criminal. This has got to cease, cause we be getting hyped to the sound of the police.
What is African American? What is that? Like, really, when you dig deep into it, what is African American? A decision. We've gone from Negro to black to Afro to Afro-American to it's like every 10 years we change our title according to the day. What is it? It's a decision. So when hip hop realizes that it could make the same decision, we'll create a new culture on earth. new civilization on Earth, and all that bullshit stops. That's it.